Fascinating. David Wiley, what is the theory of a bottom-up open source education? I'm still not quite clear.
Well, there are at least two components to education, right? One is the materials and the curriculum, the structure of the materials, and then the other is the support that's provided around those. So the saying goes that if humans weren't important in education, libraries would never have evolved into universities, right? So producing a bunch of educational materials using an open source methodology is important and is a first step. But you get some materials put out there, something like the MIT OpenCourseware, and a student's going through and watching videos of an award-winning professor at MIT teaching about linear algebra. But at some point you just say, I have no idea what just happened. You know, I thought I was following it. If you never had this experience in math, you didn't take enough math, right? I thought I was following what he was saying, and then he wrote A instead of X. Now, did I not get it? Or did he make a mistake, just absent-mindedly on the board? What happened there? Who do I ask? All right, so there has to be the kind of equivalent of technical support. There has to be this instructional support. Somebody that you can call, somebody you can email, get on a discussion board. And that's not going to be a faculty member. It's not going to be somebody with a PhD. It's going to be the community, again, in an open and free way, answering each other's questions. I understood this part of it, you understood the other. Between the two of us, maybe we can get each other's questions answered.
Okay, that's using the technology to make connections with authorities or explainers. In my world, when we think of open source radio, we're thinking of tapping bloggers' voices. There are now 30, 40, 50 million original, expressive people out there who've never been heard from before, and we try to bring them in. How does, particularly at an elementary level, early level, or intermediate level, the open source idea work of people other than experts contributing to the body of what we're learning, or the definition of what's to be learned?
I think one part of that, and this has been mentioned a number of times already, is that things change so quickly. So that by the time you come out, you graduate from high school, you come into your undergraduate, you do some kind of teacher ed program, you get out into the schools, the technology that you knew is just not even relevant anymore, right? You came out in '95, you came out in 2000, this is pre-blogs, pre-YouTube, pre-iPod, pre-everything that students are immersed in now. And who does the teacher rely on to get that material across? Did they just skip it? Did they leave it out? Did they not leverage that in the classroom? Because the vast majority of them don't have those skills. And so one way, particularly the younger ones, to engage them is to get them involved in technical support, the kinds of things that Andrew's talking about, have them producing their own media, the kind of things Carrie's talking about.
Okay. General question for everybody. I have a grandchild now with lightning thumbs when it comes to, in messaging and text, this sort of thing. With a technology-saturated generation, how is the definition of literacy and of knowledge and of usability